We're at Shuriken Fight Series 19, the last fight, the headliner, Alfred the Maker Stoddart, and you, middleweight champion. You're drenched in sweat, mate. You must be exhausted. How are you feeling?
This happens all the time. Give me like 2 minutes of any light activity, I'll soak an entire ocean. I feel tired, I feel good. Man, he shouldn't have shot. I was like slightly out of it with my striking a bit. And then he shot the takedown. I was like, oh, I can grapple all day. I don't have to pretend I'm a grappler and say it and actually grapple. It was good times.
For a guard puller, you had the butterfly hooks in a lot.
He wouldn't go over. I kept trying to stretch him out. I'm like, I'm using all my strength and he's just not even moving. And then luckily I got a teammate who's like a 130 kilo powerlifter who's working his wrestling because he can't find a fight. And whenever he gets me in guard, that's literally all he does. He just sits in guard and he's ready to hit me, and I'm just used to like cradle the head, elbow a bunch, hold, cradle, hell, try a sweep. No, it's not going to work because he's way too big. Hit him again, hold, hit him again, hold. So the moment I locked up guard, I was like, oh, I'm comfortable here. I know what we're doing here. I can hit you way more times than you can hit me.
And didn't expect that because it's very different from your last Shuriken appearance. It was a first round KO, right?
Yeah, I wanted to work the hands more, and I felt good. Right before I was about to walk out, then everything kind of felt funny striking-wise. And I threw a shot, and then he shot a takedown, and I felt a little bit too comfortable there. I could have stood up a few times when I was throwing those up kicks, but I was like, nah, I'm chill here. Less chance of me ending up on the floor involuntarily.
And he was definitely the hometown favourite. He had a crazy, everyone sing along with a walkout. Is there a kind of sense of satisfaction when you kind of do that to somebody?
Not really. I've been fighting everyone's hometown favorite for the last 7 fights straight at this point. 6 fights. I fought one time in Sydney. No, it's just there's a mad respect between me and him. I like him as a fighter, just in the sense of like 16-9. This guy's fought everyone and right now we're in a time where people like to massage their records and pick and choose here and there. And it's just like, that's the type of person I admire. It's just like, let's go in there, fight as much as you can, learn as much as you can, and be the best possible fighter you can be.
And the shout out you gave out to his foundation at the end, I thought was quite lovely.
Yeah, my dad went through a coward punch as well and broke his leg and has been suffering the health issues from it for like 4 or 5 years now. So my heart goes out to him completely. At least my dad's still alive and far. Vake didn't make it, and it's just, yeah, it's tragic and it's fucked up. We got cowards out there who think they can fight but want to just waste people's lives.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and all the best on defending the title, and have a great Christmas and New Year. What are you actually up to for your break?
I might be going to America near the end of the year, or maybe if Bali MMA can find me an opponent, I might jump in December 22nd. Who knows, maybe.
Judging from your accent, is America home?
No, Zimbabwe. We're American. Most people speaking English is mostly the TV, and the TV is mostly American. So yeah. Although, funny thing about the fight, me and John, for the last possible 3 minutes of the fight, were just talking to each other like regular people. It was hilarious. Both our coaches are like, Alfred, work. I'm like, I don't want to. And John's like, ha. And his coach is like, work. You got to explode. He's like, nah, he's too heavy. And we just started talking for the last 3 minutes till the very last position.
So what was the conversation about?
Oh, about Mount, making sure he doesn't get up. I'm like, don't you get up. He's like, I'm going. I'm like, and we just kind of kept going back and forth. And I finally stepped into, as I was about to step into Mount, he pulled half guard. I was like, no. He's like, yeah, pull him back. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Finally sit into Mount. He's like, shit. I'm like, yeah. And then Eugene got in on it as well at the end. He's like, you shouldn't have jumped on the back. I was like, this isn't even a fight anymore. We're just fucking having a conversation.
I was half expecting you to get into some deep meaning of life sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, we're close to it. At that point, we'd established a rapport. Now we just start talking about politics and life and the way things go. But then the bell rang and ruined all our fun. We're having a nice cuddle.
You have to run it back then and just continue the conversation.
Oh, for sure. Possibly in like less violent circumstances.
Sure.
Or maybe we can spar and we can roll and stuff. I'm for sure going to drop into CKB at some point.
Spar with an R or no R?
Both.
Hot tub, right? But all right, bro. Thank you for chatting, bro. Congratulations.